Sheldon, how great was it to get the first win in the first game this season?
Yeah, it's nice. You want to win every game, obviously. I think wins in the division are going to be harder to come by this season. So anytime you get one, it's real positive. It's nice to start out that way. We know it wasn't pretty, especially on special teams. But then for our power play to come through for us in the third period, and then I thought to play a pretty good, pretty sound third period, save for a few chances. I thought we did a nice job in that period. So that's a positive coming out of the game. Obviously getting the win is a positive. We'll clean it up and be a lot better tomorrow.
Power play obviously struggled, but give you a little comfort knowing that you might be able to switch things up through a guy like Dermott out there who wasn't originally on the power play and got some success out of that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's why we had success. To be honest, the reason why we made the change, the power play obviously wasn't going well, but I just didn't think Dermott was playing it enough because of the amount of special teams. Some of our other guys have played a lot of minutes because of the power play. So we wanted to make sure that Dermott got a little more time. So it was nice to get him out there, and we had some success with it. So that was positive. But clearly we didn't spend nearly enough time on power play this week, and it showed out there.
Obviously, the first game of the season, there's still some kinks to be worked up, but what kind of positives can you take from today into the rest of the season and tomorrow?
Well, I think it's just like what I talked about. I think the fact that our power play did come through, that's a positive. The fact that we got the win is a positive. And the fact that, we gave up, I think, 4 or 5 shots in the third period there. We know we did get lucky on a couple posts, but again, like I say, we take out a couple of those chances, and we thought we played pretty well. And I like the last 5 minutes, especially. They didn't really threaten. So that's positive for us. But we have a whole lot to clean up here, and it's really game one for us. It's a lot of these guys have been together playing with the Leafs and everything like that, but it's much different when you come here. All of a sudden, you're playing with different line mates. You're slotted in differently. Some guys that didn't get on the power play at all through exhibition are playing it now, and just trying to get a feel for your bench and everything. It felt very much like a preseason game in terms of it being a little bit unorganized and with the lines and stuff like that. So we'll get that tidied up as we get going, and we'll be much better.
You're going to get any of today's scratches in tomorrow on the back-to-back, or sort of stick with the winning team?
We're going to talk about it. I expect we'll make a couple changes. Like I said, we'll talk about it, see how it shakes out.
At the start of last season, we projected that offense would be difficult to come by for your team, and for a time it really was. What's your outlook this season? Has it changed? You've got a lot of returning players, but a lot of new ones too.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't thought about it a lot. I think when you look at some of the guys that we lost, you would think that offense would be harder to come by for sure. But we've also inserted some guys like Mueller and Sashnikov, and then Alton, and so we'll see how that shakes out. I think we're just focusing on playing real good hockey, and both sides of the puck, and we should have our fair share of offense for sure, but we just want to continue to clean things up defensively. And our power play last year, even when we were struggling to score at even strength, our power play carried us through a good chunk of the season, and we want that to be a weapon for us. And as you saw today, there's much room for improvement there.
You swapped your defensive pairs mid-game. What was the reasoning behind that?
I'm not so sure that we swapped them. I know that with the number of special teams that there were, you're kind of forced to move things around a little bit, shuffle them, and then when we're protecting it late, we shuffle things a little bit. So I wouldn't read too much into it. I think it was more a result of the special teams breaking things up and obviously stealing a lot of minutes from different guys that we didn't really like. So we had to just juggle things a bit to make sure we're getting guys over the boards.